What if the power that created Ganesha lives inside you too? In today's episode, we explore a deeper layer of Ganesh Chaturthi, the annual celebration of Ganesha's birthday. This is the day that honors not only the remover of obstacles, but also the divine feminine force behind his creation. Namaste and welcome to the Spiritual Wealth Podcast. I'm your host, Alexandra Savithri Amba, Reiki Master, Vedic Healing Master, and Director of the American Reiki Academy and the Vedic Healing Center. For more than 30 years, I've taught spiritual self-development, healing, and led sacred pilgrimages to India, where I've studied with beloved Indian gurus. This podcast is a space to support your spiritual awakening through the ancient teachings of Reiki, metaphysics, mantra, Vedic wisdom, yoga, manifestation, and sacred rituals so that you can live, create, and serve from your highest self. In today's episode, we explore the divine mother energy behind the remover of obstacles, a sacred offering in honor of the annual celebration Ganesh Chaturthi. So as we begin our podcast, let us pause for a moment and enjoy a chant that helps us align our energies for success and happiness and well-being in community. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Punaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadidamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Today I wanted to talk about Ganesh, the beloved Indian energy form of the divine, who is worshipped once a year, in particular during this festival of Ganesh Chaturthi, during Ganesha's birth. And I want to talk about it, the significance of the story of his birth through a different perspective. It is a story rooted in feminine energy, in Shakti. So we often celebrate Ganesha as the beloved elephant-headed deity who blesses us with new beginnings, who removes obstacles in our lives, who brings us prosperity and good luck. But what's often forgotten is that the divine feminine power is what brought him into being in a very magical way through his mother, goddess Parvati. So according to the Puranas, while Lord Shiva was away in deep meditation, his consort Parvati became lonely. And in this loneliness, she conjured up something magical. She decided to create a companion for herself in the form of a little boy. This little boy was fashioned out of the turmeric paste that she was applying to her body. Some of the stories in India also say she formed him out of clay from the earth. And as she put her hands together and sculpted this young child, she breathed life into him. She brought him forth just like any mother brings forth a child to this earth. He was hers, born of her essence, created not from union, but from intention, from power, from focus. Now, when Shiva returned, he was denied entry. You see, Parvati had enjoyed some time with her little boy. He became her steadfast companion. And one day she decided to take a bath and relax. And in doing so, she asked her child to stand guard at her door and not allow anyone to disturb her. The little boy, of course, was devoted to his mother and did anything that his mother told him. He was in such awe of her beauty, of her power, and had such love for her. So he guarded the door. And when Shiva returned that day, Ganesh denied him entry. Now, the little boy was not actually named Ganesh at this point. He was a little boy standing guard, and Shiva did not know who this child was. He warned the little boy 3 times to move because he was back from the forest from his meditation and wanted to spend time with his wife. But the little boy in his devotion was standing guard no matter what, even despite these furious threats by Shiva. And Shiva's wrath became so strong that he severed the head of this child. Now, when he entered the bathing chamber of his wife, Parvati was so sad. Her grief was immense, and it was fierce as well. She told her husband in no uncertain terms to restore balance, he must somehow bring life back to Parvati's beloved child. And even the gods trembled at Parvati's wrath. This is the wrath of the woman. There's that saying, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. So Shiva, who is all powerful and mighty and probably afraid of no one except for his wife, went outside and asked his attendants to please help find a being who could lay down his life for the child and sacrifice his own head. And this is where the head of an elephant was then placed upon the child, and Shiva restored life to that child and then named him Ganesha, the one who must be worshipped before all others. And thus the remover of obstacles was born through the divine will of a mother. Now, I want to talk today a little bit about Parvati, this immense creative force behind the creation of this child. I want to tell you that Parvati did not wait for permission. She acted from her own authority, from her Shakti. In doing so, she reveals something so essential about the feminine path. It is that your power matures with you. It deepens through experience, through devotion, through trust in your inner knowing. And also remember that she fashioned Ganesh when she was alone, in essence, in meditation. And so on the spiritual path, there are many ways to be in meditation. I am currently doing a project in which I am repainting portions of my home. And as I paint, I listen to mantras and I sing mantras, and I am in the devotional act of meditation as I am breathing life into my space. And in this energy field of being alone, and many people have said to me, wouldn't it be smarter to hire a painter? Well, the word smarter is relative. It would be probably faster, but smarter, I don't think so. Because I tell people no one can put intention into my space better than I can. And so as I breathe intention into my space becomes alive and it influences what I am creating in the world. And so it is actually the smartest choice for me to be hands-on doing this work, because as I am doing this painting job, I am changing energies and outcomes and circumstances in my life. So think about this when you think about Parvati, how she was alone when she fashioned this little child. If you were to say to a woman, can you create a child out of nothing? Could you create a child without a man? I mean, biologically speaking, scientifically speaking, it's considered a miracle, the miracle of Jesus's birth also, that the this child, the Ganesh and Jesus Christ, were created without technically the seed of the male energy. So they were created through the feminine energy. Now, in Parvati's case, it was the child Ganesh was created through her desire, through her great desire to bring forth this child. And one might also question why she had this desire. Part of the desire was for companionship, but part of the desire also, I want to say, was an inner knowing that she was to bring this child forth. No rhyme, no reason, and that was maybe apparent at that time, but afterwards, his purpose on the earth became apparent. And so as a woman, you are led by your intuition, which becomes stronger and more keen through your spiritual practice and through your being as you age. It's just a natural thing. We gain wisdom as we age. And so every time that you create something, you are not only producing something, you are bringing forth sacred life from your body, your energy, your intention. As I said, as I'm painting, I am bringing forth things into this world as I consecrate my space through ritual. It is not just paint on the wall. It could be, but as I am doing it, I am working with mantra and focus and ritual to consciously create in my life. And this is what Parvati did. This is what you do every time you give birth to something new, whether it is a child, a prayer, a vision, a business, or a creative offering. So start to think of yourself as a divine mother. Every act of creation is a mirror of this cosmic feminine force. You are the mother of ideas, the midwife of visions, the one who builds the sacred container and guards the threshold Every time you bring something new into the world, it's not that you're just being productive. You are actually being divine. You are stepping into the energy of Parvati. You are embodying this energy. You are Shakti. You are the divine, creative, feminine force. And what you create has the power to bless, to protect, to transform not only your life, but the lives of others. Because in the end, as we bring forth our creations, our, our most beautiful prayer should be that they serve humanity, whatever these creations are. And so please think of this as you are giving birth the next time to your projects, to your ideas. And also, I want you to, or I'd like to suggest that you put aside the idea that you have fanciful notions, as if fanciful is something frivolous. Fanciful is the idea that you are working with transcendental energies, right? When we say fanciful, we think of something kind of magical. And this is who you are. You are a transcendental being having this crazy human experience. So I want you to tap into this ability to transcend the physical body as you bring things forth, and stop thinking about your um, your desires as being crazy ruminations of your mind. My guru once said something very interesting to me. I remember he said, we were talking about giving up desire, and he said it's really not possible because as long as you are in the body, you constantly have desire. But he also used to say that everything is divine. Even illusion, Maya, the word Maya in Sanskrit, is divine. Everything is divine. So your desires are also divine. And he said to me, from where do you think those desires came? They came only from the divine energy that is all around us, within us, and through everyone else. So today, Ganesh Chaturthi. Ganesh Chaturthi is the birthday of Ganesh. And Ganesh represents not only his mother's vision, but he represents all the qualities that his mother gave him. You see, his mother declared that no endeavor on the earth would be successful without first praying to Ganesh, to her son. These are symbolic declarations. So what this means is when you are trying to manifest something, when you are trying to create, you are sometimes working very hard to bring something forth. And yet there are things in the way of that project manifesting. So Parvati said, first pray that those things be removed from your path. That is the energy of Ganesh. We pray, Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, or Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, or we do the Ashtotram, the 108 names of Ganesh, or we do many different prayers to him to say, make my way clear. Please just give me a clear path in this life. Why? So that I may fulfill what I came here to fulfill, not from any kind of selfishness, always from the place of service. Om Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat. So we chant different prayers to Ganesh not because we want to conjure up this little boy with an elephant head and necessarily um, tap into that mythology. The mythology is there to support you, to represent the divinity within you, the ability to move obstacles. Ganesh, right? He is an elephant. He is huge. He is immense. He has the power to sweep with his trunk everything that is in your way. And so ultimately, you are that energy. You are the energy of his mother, of Parvati, who brought him forth. You are the energy of Shiva, Lord Shiva, who is the immense, powerful energy in the Vedic teachings, who helps on so many levels to remove stagnation, to help you let go of the past, to bring you the power you need in the times that you need it, to let you move through obstacles with such grace that even the obstacles become nothing. You tap into your power in such an incredible way that the obstacles are just there. There is uh, no attachment to them, no angst around them, I should say. So on this Ganesh Chaturthi, while we chant and invoke and celebrate the wisdom of Ganesh, who brings us the removal of obstacles in our path, and therefore good luck. He brings us good luck, right? Because if all the obstacles are removed, then it's a smooth course, and this is luck. Luck is something we create, and we create always through tapping into these divine forces. So uh, we tap into Ganesh for good luck, for prosperity, for blessings, for new beginnings. Let us also remember him as the source of wisdom. Let us remember the mother who made him, the energy within us, the divine mother energy within us, who has the power to bring forth even the most extraordinary projects. You know, in this moment, I'd like to suggest that you think of the big dream you have at this point in your life, the one that kind of makes you feel like you're going to choke in your throat. Like it brings up such uh, kind of emotion because you think, I don't know how I'm going to pull this off. And I want you to think of that. And then I want you to place your hand wherever you can feel it. Maybe it's on your throat, or it's above your heart, or it's in the pit of your stomach. And you can put both hands on there. And I want you to now say, I remember the creative fire within me. I remember the creative force within me. I remember the creative power within me. I remember and tap into the divine energy within me. I remember I am made in the image and likeness of the divine. I remember who I am. I remember who I am. I remember who I am. Your ideas, your work in the world, your messages, your ruminations, your fanciful dreams, they are sacred. Those desires are the desires of the divine coming through you. My Guruji said, and this is such a beautiful notion. Let me see if I can remember it clearly so that I can articulate it to you. He said, you are all, we are all divinity. but we are playing the role of Alexandra or Sarah or Dick or Maria or Graciela or Daniel. Whoever is listening to this, say to yourself right now, I am divinity playing the role of, and then fill in your name. Because see, you were given a divine and extraordinary role on this earth. And with that role, you were given projects to complete. You can call it your life purpose, which is maybe the bigger picture. But within the life purpose, there are projects that you are being inspired to complete each and every day. And these are sacred. These are your Ganeshas. These are created from love, devotion, and divine purpose. And so think of them as elephants, as little elephants, and they are sweeping away all the debris, all the negative self-talk, all the perceived knows, the know, N-O, the knows that you can't do something. This elephant form is sweeping these away. So that why? So that you can remember why you came here. Remember Guruji, I say this a lot. Guruji always said to us, you are to ask of yourself 3 questions every day, if you can, every day. Who am I? Who am I? You think you are Susan, or you think you are uh, Jessica, or you think you are a teacher, or you think you are a chef, or you think you are a healer or a massage therapist, or whatever you are. You are not any of those things. You are divinity playing the role of you and acting that out through your profession. And the second question was, why am I here? So who am I? Why am I here? Why am I here? What is my purpose? And the last question is, how can I best fulfill that purpose? And so the other amazing thing is that the answers will shift and change as we grow and evolve. And this is all appropriate. But to keep asking the questions and keep inquiring. So in closing, I want to say, may all your sacred creations be blessed on this Ganesh Chaturthi. May your path be clear. May your Shakti be fully remembered. And may you walk with the knowing that you too are the remover of obstacles in your own life, for yourself, for those around you, because ultimately, one of our purposes is to serve, to serve, to serve one another, to serve the divinity in everyone around us. If everyone is the divine, playing the role of whoever these people are, your daughter, your son, your mother, your father, you are to serve the divine. Sai Baba says service to man is service to God. And so use this time of Ganesh Chaturthi to remember some of these things. And I hope this has helped you. May you be blessed on this beautiful day. And this celebration, by the way, goes for about 7 to 10 days until we release our prayers that we have offered to Ganesh in India and throughout the world. We work with Ganesh Murtis, small depictions of Ganesh. It can be little clay depictions that we make in honor of Parvati sculpting Ganesh from her hands, and these are released as a demonstration of our prayers being released. And so you have about 7 to 10 days to keep working with this energy, keep invoking Ganesh in whatever ways appeal to you, in the ways that you understand this beautiful analogy. And you are welcome to reach out to me if I can be of any assistance, and know that this is your time to step into your power as the remover of obstacles in your life, and the one who brings good luck, who brings new beginnings, who brings blessings to yourself, to those around you, as you work in communion with the divine energies. So when we chant these beautiful mantras, we are invoking the divine so that we start to remember and merge again with that energy. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to end with a couple of chants, and I want to tell you, until next time, to remain radiant and confident and empowered in remembering who you are, why you have come, and understanding how you can fulfill your unique divine purpose. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Samasta loka Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Om Sai Ram. Jai Guruji. Om Amriteshwariye Namaha. Jai Bhagavan. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Ganesh.